Hello again and welcome back to my vlog. I've got my some different attire on here today because I needed to change my mood. It's been a day when I have not been making it a great day, as I say at the end of my vlogs. I have let all of the circumstances that happened to me today control my emotions. That's a goal that I'm trying to accomplish, is to not let that happen. So I just wanted to change my mood, so I changed the way I'm dressing today. And I found a couple of things to read. I'm also going to include a link to a video called The Language of the Divine Matrix, which has some things in it that I think might help you. I know they'll help me. Life 101 is what I'm reading from. See how fast I can get through this, because as with the rest of my day so far, I've had to restart this a few times from running out of battery, running out of memory, etc. So I don't want to take too long. Accountability. To the degree the events of the world happen to us, we are powerless pawns in a game of chance. The most we can do is hope, have lots of insurance, and buy emergency food supplies. To the degree we know that we have something to do with what happens to us, we gain authority, influence, and control over our lives. We see that by changing our attitudes and actions, we can change what happens to us. In a word, we become accountable. When something happens to you, you can explore it and probably see that you had something to do with its taking place. You either created it, promoted it, or, at the very least, allowed it. To remember the words create, promote, and allow, just remember CPA equals accountant equals accountability. When looking for areas of accountability, we suggest you not start with the biggest disaster of your life. Start with the daily slings and arrows that flesh is heir to. Looking for accountability is like exercise. Don't try to run a marathon if you've been sedentary for 20 years. Pick a simple, it happened to me event, misplacing your keys, the plumber not showing up, running out of gas, and see how you might have had something to do with creating, promoting, or allowing it to happen. Helpful hints. 1. Go back in time. We love to start our victim stories at the point they started happening to us, when the you-know-what hit the fan and the fan was running. If you start at an earlier point, however, you see that you promised yourself to always put your keys in the same place, and you failed to do so. The plumber was not known for his reliability, and the low gas indicator light on your car had been on for so long you thought your car must be solar powered. 2. What was I pretending not to know? What intuitive flashes did you ignore? I'd better get some spare keys made as you passed the hardware store a month ago. This guy's not going to show when you first spoke to the plumber. I'd better get some gas as you passed the 35th station since the gas indicator light came on. We all know a lot more than we pretend to know. Into all this comes a perfectly good word that has been given a bad rap. Responsibility. Responsibility simply means the ability to respond. Most people, however, use it to mean blame. Who's responsible for this? Usually means who can I blame for this? In any situation, we have the ability to respond, and our response will make the situation either better or worse. Whichever way it goes, we have the ability to respond again, and again, and again. By exercising our ability to respond and watching the results closely, we can, if we so choose, lift almost any situation. One ability to respond we always have is how we react inside to what's going on outside. The world can be falling apart around us. That doesn't mean we have to fall apart inside. Remember, it's okay to feel good when things are going bad. See the chapter, Taking Charge. True accountability has 3 parts. First, acknowledge that you have something to do with what's happened. Even if you're not sure what that might be, ask yourself, if I did create, promote, or allow this, what might that be? The answer may surprise you. Second, explore your response options. In other words, become response-able. Third, take a corrective action. The more accountability you found at the first step, the more corrective action you may want to take here. On the other hand, your corrective action might be getting out of the way and letting those who are more accountable than you take care of things. To give an example, if you spilt the glass of milk, clean up the milk. If a milk truck spills milk all over the highway, get off the highway. And remember, you create, promote, or allow all the good things that happen to you, too. And the other chapter is, it takes great strength to be happy. Happiness is not easy. It's not for the weak, the timid, the wishy-washy, the easily dissuaded, or the uncertain. Happiness is not for wimps. Happiness requires courage, stamina, persistence, fortitude, perseverance, bravery, boldness, valor, vigor, concentration, solidity, substance, backbone, grit, guts, moxie, nerve, pluck, resilience, spunk, tenacity, tolerance, willpower, chutzpah, and a good thesaurus. If you think happiness is easy, think again. The theory of happiness is easy. So easy, in fact, it can be stated in a parenthesis. To be happy, think happy thoughts. In the middle of a not very long sentence. The practice of that theory, the successful implementation of that theory, that's where the courage, stamina, etc., come in. Our lives are full of happy things we can think happy thoughts about. If we run out of those, there are lots of books full of happy thoughts. There are lots of other things full of happy thoughts too. Go rent The Sound of Music again. All we have to do is focus on the happy things to think happy thoughts, which will make us happy. That's all. Then why the hell aren't we happy all the time, damn it? We will have a slight pause while one of the co-authors makes the other co-author some tea and puts a mild sedative in it. He's been working hard, you know, but obviously not on happiness. Now, very quickly, we will continue. With the pressures and distractions we've already discussed, the fight or flight response, the inaccurate yet all-pervading feeling of unworthiness, habits, addictions, brain parts that filter out good stuff, and so on, it is little wonder that thinking happy thoughts all the time takes some, well, strength. It also takes practice and patience and discipline. It's not an easy challenge, but when you're through, you'll know you've done your work and done it well. You'll be among the strong, the proud, the few. Be all that you can be. Join the happy. And make it a great day. Bye for now.